turn off the goddamn audio. Put on some music when you're doing that. Yeah, now I can't do it anymore. Shit. Eee! Damn. Woo! I should have been working out more often. Holy shit. I gotta catch up. If you guys are saying anything in the comments, I'm not reading them. This is supposed to be a very short stream. It still will be. I don't know why I feel the need to take one last shower before bed. I don't know, showers feel good. It might be relaxing, I don't know. Yeah, it's just got in a fight with some stupid piece of shit. Over Ark, of course. Told him I wanted to join. He immediately started bitching about lazy people and shit. Then he started putting words in my mouth. I called him a snob and I blocked him. Oh yeah. I can tell right now, you talk to me like that, there's no fucking way I want to play with you. AKA work or whatever. Boosted servers aren't really work. I stand by my decision. I'll find somebody who's not a total fucking cunt. That was some good exercise. I should do that a lot more often. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna put on some music and jump in the shower, I guess. Fuck it. I'm gonna go outside and cool off. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put on a fucking motivational video when I was doing the push-ups, and I forgot. Oh well, I'll just put it on anyway. I could use some motivation. I'm feeling depressed.
things that we're believing for, dreams that we want to accomplish, problems we're hoping will turn around. Maybe it's to see our family restored, to lose some weight, to break an addiction, to start our own business. But sometimes, as it goes on, month after month,
like
even year after year, we don't see anything changing. It's easy to get discouraged and think, it's never going to happen. This is as good as it gets. I'll just learn to live with it. We all go through disappointments, setbacks, loss. Pain is a part of life. It's easy to get discouraged, even bitter. Think, why is this happening to me? Sometimes we look at pieces in our lives that don't make sense. The key is what we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. Heartache, loss, disappointments, they don't leave us the same. Every painful time, even though you don't like it, it's developing something in you that can only be developed in the tough times. Eventually, that will pass. You'll get through it, but you will be different. In those tough times, when you're uncomfortable, going through a loss, dealing with an illness, you can easily let it overwhelm you. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you. You can come out bitter, or you can come out better. You can come out defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new pulse, excited about the new opportunities in front of you. I may not like it, but I'm not a whiner. I'm a warrior. I know I can handle this. Don't complain about the pain. Without the pain, we couldn't reach the fullness of our destinies. Sometimes we bring pain on ourselves. We make poor choices, get in a relationship we know is not good, maybe get over our head in our spending. Now it's painful. We're having to deal with the consequences. All of us experience pain. My challenge, don't just go through it, grow through it. That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your pain. That pain is not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you. Difficulties are part of life. Now quit telling yourself you can't take it. You're not weak. You are well able. Eventually the pain will pass. You'll give birth to new strength. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And there will always be forces trying to convince us to settle where we are. Life has a way of pushing our dreams down. They can become buried under discouragement, buried under past mistakes. There are dreams buried under divorce, buried under low self-esteem. It's easy to settle for mediocrity even though we have all this potential buried on the inside. What are you remembering? The hurt, the pain, what didn't work out? Turn it around and remember your dream. Have you allowed any dreams to get buried in you? At one time, you believed you could do something great. You believed you could lead the company in sales. You believed you could break that addiction. And it's been a long time. Had some bad breaks. Wasn't all your fault. You could easily settle where you are. Nobody would fault you. The enemy would love to deceive you into burying your dream, thinking that it's never going to work out. Don't believe those lies. It's not too late to become all that you were created to be. Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. There are some dreams shut up in you. Like fire, you're going to feel your destiny calling out. May not have happened the first time. The loan didn't go through. You didn't get chosen for the part. The medical report wasn't good. That's okay. It's still in you. This is your time. This is your moment. Shake off the doubt. Shake off the negativity. You're at the right place. You're at the right time. Now all you've got to do is get in the right frame of mind. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85?
Yeah. And I had nothing at that time, so it was like, but it just made me feel better. It made me, at that time, all it really was for me was kind of making me feel better. I would drive home and think, well, I do have these things, and they're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million. For acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff, but then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
It's all a risk, but yeah, no, going on stage would be wonderful. I used to, I did some 15 years in the comedy clubs before I really started acting.
Well, one-on-one stand-up.
It's just a PhD of some kind.
Well, it's a PhD of being able to relate to an audience, for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's
handling drunks. This is the thing. It's like, God, you better own it, Whatever it is, you better own it.
I know.
Of this need for stuff. I'm always like afraid almost that I like saying prayers, make sure that I still have something to do here, because I really believe in the idea that if you don't have something to do here, you go.
Well, it's interesting. You said something about your parents. It's fascinating. At a certain point, they were just waiting for the end.
Yeah.
portion of life had taken its toll.
Yes, absolutely. And I think at a certain point they weren't enjoying it anymore. They were just going down. And I saw that early on, and I said, I can't have that. I have to break that cycle. I'm fascinated with that myself, and I'm wary of it myself, about my motivations, about my allegiances, about what I'm expressing in the world, just my day-to-day contact with people. The idea that, if people come up to me and say, I love you, I try extra hard to give them energy, to make it something that isn't about me. It's about them and this moment, whatever it is. Yeah. I'm constantly, trying to figure out where I'm at, and whether I'm corrupting myself or not, or I'm probably just, really too much about this, but it weighs heavy on me a lot. I believe in manifestation. I believe in, putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key. Is like people still, they sit around going, when's it going to come, 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 and that's the wrong way. You're facing the wrong way. You're facing away from it. You have to go, it's here, it's here. I used to open my arms. I used to sit up there, and open my arms and imagine a giant funnel of gifts would come right in from the universe. Honest to God, you could, cut through there. I'm like, like this, and if nothing else, it made me feel more positive about where I was. I drove down from Mulholland Drive every night, that I went up there, feeling that I was one of the biggest actors in Hollywood. I was doing wonderful work that made people happy. I was, I owned all that. That was it. I guess, what I own, when you think about it, is my faith. That's what I own. That's about it. Because I started thinking materially and all those things.
Your faith in yourself, or your faith in something.
Faith in the universe, faith in myself. Yeah,
that is in the end what you own.
That's it. That's all I have.
That's exactly right. You can strip all the stuff away, and if you have that sense of
that's huge.
And that's as big as it gets. That's what they huge. For the most part,
I've seen mountains move in my life, so I've had just endless gifts, and they've all been things that I have at some point sat and made myself believe were possible.
And you did with the check 4 years earlier. You did what?
Yes, right. I wrote myself a check when I was up on Mulholland Drive. Right. I wrote myself a post-dated check, Thanksgiving 1995, for the sum of $10 million. And again, it wasn't about the money. It was about where you are if you're receiving that kind of money, and what you're doing. Because I've examined that all the way along, when all this $20 million man business was happening. I've examined what my motivations are, and the fact is I'm addicted to expressing myself in certain ways, and I have to do it, and I would do it if I was making 20 cents. Yeah. So it's really about that, especially now. I have enough money to live 20 lives, so I can't stop. I'm fascinated by what creates characters, what defines people, what creates them, what puts them together. Everybody's Frankenstein, and they're just like, as life goes on, you either lose pieces of yourself, gain other pieces, and that's the fascinating thing about acting. It's like somebody like Andy Kaufman. What is it? And I stood by his gravesite, with his sister, and she said one thing to me that cleared it all up, and that was that Andy was never part of the club, so he created his own club that no one else could be a part of. Because I was fully, prepared to just play out, stand-up comedy in comedy clubs.
But there's something within you that constantly pushed the edges of the envelope wherever you were.
Well, or at least took advantage of the opportunities that came around, and a lot of it has to do with, just the courage to jump in. I mean, to do films that are out of your so-called power alley, as they call it, it takes nerve, so I have the nerve, and we'll see if I have the goods, but I have the nerve. I'm just excited, really, about always changing. about crossing back and forth across the river and throwing the hounds off the trail. I love that.
Just when we think we've got you, we know you, you're off on another route.
Absolutely. And if I feel like I've been figured out, boy, look out. I will become something completely different. You know, maybe I might not want to become something completely different, but express something completely different. I always felt...
That was kind of enjoyable. God damn, I wish the comments were working. Not even with a brand new fucking account and shit, it's still not working. Ain't that a bitch?